Well, it seems like two vipers are finally clashing, and this time, Meghan Markle's past is catching up with her in a way she probably didn't expect. And honestly, I am here for it. Meghan might think she can go through life stepping on people, spiting everyone along the way, and somehow escaping the consequences. But now, Sarah Ferguson, yes, Fergie herself, is reportedly preparing a tell-all book, and the stakes could not be higher. At first glance, this story might look like it's only about the royal family, but no, it also touches on some very colorful chapters of Meghan's pre-royal life. And for those wondering why I get so invested in this, well, let's just say, there's something intoxicating about watching a carefully constructed image unravel. Sources say Prince Harry was blindsided like never before. Fergie, who once smiled politely in royal circles, reportedly delivered a verbal jab linking Meghan to one of the monarchy's darkest shadows. Harry was left furious, helpless, and trapped in a whirlwind of media attention. For Meghan, it's a harsh reminder that you can't always outrun your past. While she has left a trail of hurt and chaos behind her in her rise to royalty, Fergie, arguably just as sharp and cunning, may finally be giving her a taste of her own medicine. The drama reportedly began at what should have been another elegant Mayfair soirée, champagne flowing, pearls glinting, and polite smiles all around. Then, Fergie dropped the bombshell line that reportedly made the very walls of the monarchy shake. She was Andrew's first client, she said. And just like that, the room froze, mid-laughter, mid-sip, mid-whatever. The energy shifted instantly. Now, it seems Meghan is facing payback. Gasps, nervous laughter, whispers behind gloved hands. Within minutes, the words had leaked from the gilded room and were spreading through London like wildfire. The claim? That Meghan Markle had been leveraging her royal ties for personal gain, and that this maneuver might even resemble blackmail. The public's fascination with her yacht days, once a quiet anecdote, erupted online. Hashtags trended, journalists sharpened their pens, and suddenly, the former Hollywood starlet's private life became a global spectacle. Fergie didn't just speak, she detonated a bomb. A sly, knowing smile hinted she fully understood the chaos she was about to unleash. Reports suggest Harry stormed off, Meghan allegedly broke down in Buckingham Palace, and behind closed doors, panic reigned. Ironically, the same woman who had once guided Meghan through royal life was now pushing her into the spotlight in the worst way possible. Every whisper, every rumor, every old photograph suddenly carried new weight. Fergie had lit the fuse, and Meghan's polished public image was instantly under siege. Fergie's knowledge of the royal family's murky dealings, from Andrew to King Charles, made her uniquely dangerous. Before crowns, tiaras, and royal headlines, Meghan had a life of her own, flashy, ambitious, and full of Hollywood networking events, charity galas, exclusive Soho House gatherings, and yes, those infamous yacht parties. According to insiders, Fergie may now be preparing to leave the UK entirely, and her motivations are unclear: revenge? Leverage? Or simply a reminder that she still holds influence. Her remark, first client, may have seemed casual, but it effectively pulled Meghan's past into the harsh glare of public scrutiny. Yacht parties once photographed as innocent networking events were reframed in the court of public opinion. People connected dots, sometimes fairly, often exaggeratedly. Rumors of private flights to Jamaica, elite parties, and Hollywood maneuvering resurfaced, sparking social media chaos. Hashtags like #YachtGirlMeghan and #FergieExposed began trending. Even Prince Harry's choice to fly economy didn't escape scrutiny. Suddenly, Meghan, long celebrated as a humanitarian and feminist icon, had a past that refused to stay buried. A tiny chapel wedding in Jamaica, once a quaint anecdote, became part of a narrative she couldn't control. The very world that had helped her rise, the glittering circles of Hollywood, was now casting shadows over her. With allegations connecting her to Fergie, Andrew, and even Eugenie, Meghan's sanctuary at Montecito reportedly felt less like a home and more like a gilded cage. Harry was said to be distraught, caught between defending his wife and watching the headlines spiral out of control. Private confrontations reportedly followed. Harry allegedly demanded answers. Did you ever meet Andrew before this? The tension between disbelief and anger reportedly left Meghan in tears. The optics were brutal. The couple, who had positioned themselves as paragons of integrity, now found themselves drowning in scandal. Their carefully curated image was hanging by a thread. Fergie reportedly had nothing to lose. Meanwhile, the palace PR machine went into overdrive, rewriting stories, pulling drafts, drafting statements, but the wildfire could not be contained. Meghan's past, once safely hidden, had become headline news. No apology, no clarification, just Fergie's trademark smirk, a silent statement of power. Every yacht party photo, every social event, every old connection was now reframed in the harshest light. Buckingham Palace faced a PR nightmare of optics, timing, and narrative control. King Charles reportedly called emergency meetings. William seethed privately. And in Montecito, Meghan allegedly broke down, while Harry tried to mediate and calm the situation. Their PR team scrambled, trying desperately to spin the story without confirming or denying anything. Every whisper, every photograph, every rumor became a weapon. Fergie had lit the fuse, and the monarchy, long built on discretion and control, was suddenly at the mercy of one sly ant's words. Meghan Markle's yacht days were no longer a quiet chapter, they were a headline-making storm. Social media erupted. Old colleagues were hunted for commentary. Memes, viral threads, and hashtags swirled. Meghan's years of cultivating her image as a humanitarian and feminist icon were under siege. Fergie's one line had reminded the world that perception is everything in the royal game, and she still knew how to wield it. The Montecito mansion no longer felt like a safe haven. Arguments, tears, and tense silences reportedly filled the air. For a couple obsessed with controlling their own story, this was one narrative they could not manipulate. And the lesson for the monarchy? Power isn't just about titles, it's about knowing when and how to control whispers. Fergie had done exactly that, with devastating precision, reminding everyone that in royal circles, a single line can shake even the most polished reputation.